We're just on here to answer some questions. So if you've got any questions, fire away in the comment section and we'll try and get to them all.
On here or in here?
Yeah. Good
Sorry,
question.
that was really...
There's another question.
Yeah, that is really silly. But yeah, if you've got any questions, as Mike said, drop them in the comments.
I'll start with one of our most asked questions in the comment section. How many kitchens do you have, Joelle?
Well, this house that we currently live in. There is videos that were filmed in our property in Auckland that we were living in 3 years ago.
Which is where this all began.
And that now has beautiful tenants in. And then the other kitchen, which is commonly seen, is at Mike's parents' beautiful lodge where I lived with his parents. And then we both did, but he was mainly in Auckland for the first 7 months when we moved to this beautiful beach town from Auckland. So we've been through our journey on here has been like a real transitional moving life phase for us. So there's another kitchen, a black kitchen. So we live with property in Auckland. Us as a woman telling a story here. Property in Auckland, Mike's parents' place. Then we moved to a rental property while we were looking for one to buy. That's the black kitchen. And then we now own this kitchen.
So we've filmed a lot in 4 kitchens.
And then we do travel. We go to my parents' place. We go away for weekends.
Airbnbs, hotels, wherever we are. It's good to mix it up.
We love to
mix
travel.
Up the content. So.
What? There's a good question. Sorry. And so that is why we have 4 kitchens. And I just read a comment. Why are our accents so different? Between us, do you mean, Ernie? Or we're Kiwis? I think we sound the same.
Both from New Zealand.
From New Zealand. Mine's a little like, hiya, bitch. And I talk really fast.
Yeah. This is my deafer ear, so I'd like to put her on this side.
Especially when excited. Actually, I am a little more deaf in my left ear. Hence why I probably speak quite loud. Anyway, that's...
Another question asked, apart from laugh at jokes, what do you do during the day?
Oh, for a living?
Yeah.
I am a health and wellness coach. I have a platform that is global. Quick plug, madeformore.world. Look it up. And you could be my client if you're a woman. You could have a training plan or a nutrition plan. And what do you do? As most people would ask, right?
I try and get her to laugh. But yeah, look up jokes, research jokes, film jokes, pranks, edit videos, post videos. We've got a decent following on all the platforms, so there's a lot of posting going on and comment answering and surfing and golfing. And is that what you were going to say?
No, it was funny this morning because I went for a walk with a girlfriend and her dog once we all dropped the kids off at school. And then another girlfriend was walking with her youngest child towards us. And she goes, oh, I just saw Mikey sitting, because he's got a very distinctive vehicle, sitting up out looking. She's like, I tried to get his attention, but he was on his phone. And I was like, well, he was working. He wasn't looking out at the surf. So she tried to wave to you.
Oh, it's one of my favourite offices, actually, just parking out in the ute and looking out at the waves and trying to edit some videos or listen to some jokes and see if they're funny.
Yeah.
Or they'll get a laugh out of Joelle.
There was another question again. Do we have 2 boys? We do. We have 2 sons. They are 9 and 7 years old, Rocco and Brax, and they are the coolest little kids ever.
Someone just asked, sorry I missed your name, but yeah, we're live right now. So if you're watching this at 12:28 p.m. New Zealand time.
New Zealand on Friday.
This is what we're doing.
And we are from New Zealand. We are not from Australia. Australia is a separate country.
Yeah, we're kind of in the future.
Yeah, but no, people assume that, I think a lot do, that have not been down under, that we're the same place. I don't know how, because they're very separate islands. But we have very similar sense of humour and similar lifestyles. So yeah, we just visited Australia recently.
Are you losing
your
voice?
That
would be so...
I never lose
not
my
amazing
voice.
for you guys right now, but if she lost her voice, the rest of my day would be amazing.
Not going to. And yes, we are still in Whangamata Little Camper, who I think you're in Auckland, so hi.
AT, our favourite things to do in New Zealand. Mine is definitely surfing when the surf's good. Life doesn't get much better.
Yeah, you
for
love
me
the
than that.
surf. I try. A whitewash warrior. I've been pretty slack I was very slack this summer. We had kids with ear infections and things.
Parent life got in the way a little bit.
Yeah. So what was the question? Was it what we like doing for fun? Or...
Yeah.
You were trying to read then.
I was reading Michael Campbell's a famous New Zealand golfer, but I don't think he's the Michael Campbell who just commented from Canada.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? No, I love exercising, running, going for walks on the beach. I love the ocean, so swimming.
Cleaning, cooking, making beds.
Because that is often a question, like, does Mike ever do anything in the house? No, nothing. No, I'm kidding. I would still be married to a lazy shit.
Well,
Is
that like a warning?
No, I have...
Just going to go vacuum team. I'll be back.
My dad is very much attention to detail, and he actually... Both my parents really can't sit still until everything is done, so that was how I was raised. I do chill out, but you've actually got used to things being very, very tidy, right?
Yeah, I never used to notice mess at all. I just walk over it, or not even see it. But
Especially
now
if I go away, hey, you're like, whoa.
I like see something on the floor, and I'm like, oh man, it's still on the floor. What's it doing? Still on the floor.
Yeah, but we have really, really helpful children. Sorry, you can keep talking, Mikey, that help us clean. And yeah, they're great. Mikey couldn't keep talking because...
I'm not the best talker. Joe's a professional.
But I wanted you to fill the gap. I'm just removing people that are being idiots. Ain't got time for you.
Someone asked if they thought Mikey, sorry I missed your name again, Mikey owned a boxing gym. No, we sold Boxing Alley 2 years ago? Ish?
Not too, nearly 18 months, yeah.
12 months ago. So yeah, now I just create content, create videos.
You were a PT for 20 years, so it's, you're allowed to change careers. And I'd changed careers. I was previously in broadcasting for 10 years, in radio, sports production and journalism, and then rock radio and the marketing side of things. And then moved to be a
My
health
little
coach.
helper.
Yeah.
Craig just said that when you're dealing with the comments that you're just being my little helper.
Yeah, I am. I'm so helpful. I actually am very helpful. Compliment. Hey.
Mark, we are going to travel. He just asked if we're going to go to missed the last one. But yeah,
San Francisco?
We're going to travel for the next ever. We just went to the Gold Coast for a week.
Oh, we're going to travel.
Epic.
We're going to travel forever. That is something we value, is providing different cultural experiences and creating memories as a family. And travel is something we've done a lot of before kids. And now that they're a little bit older and it's easier to do, I think people that go traveling with like little ones are just amazing. Whereas the other ones are the little like the age our kids are now.
Yeah, it's so
awesome.
easy now.
Yeah.
So good on planes and all that sort of stuff. Not worrying about a screaming 2-year-old.
No, way easier.
How old are you, Joelle?
40? How old are you, Michael?
I'm 41.
He even used the name Michael. Did someone ask that? Or were you just trying to put me on the spot?
Andrew Hill asked, what's our favourite joke?
Mine is the little helper one.
Yeah, that's favourite video of all time, eh? Your
Yes.
one.
Favorite prank is actually really, really funny, but it was felt disgusting at the time, is that egg one, which Mike's been resharing lately. Oh my goodness.
So Joe was in the kitchen thinking we were going to film some content for our health channel, and I put a raw egg down the back of her tights and then slapped it with my hand and crushed it, and then the next 30 seconds is her just coming to realising what's happened and then reacting to gooey knickers, I guess.
And we keep our eggs in the fridge, so it was really cold. I think that was
I think my favourite
Cold
joke's the
texture.
IRS joke. It's on our channel as Joke of the Year, I think, last year. Might be how you find it.
It is pretty funny.
But yeah, that's real good.
Mikey really loves your jokes that you find really funny. You very much love a good dad joke, eh? Don't you? Do you reckon?
Yes.
And whereas we've got similar senses of humour, but I think mine's a little bit different. Sometimes I'll do something, I'll be losing it, and you'll be looking at me like, what?
Laughing.
And then the same, you'll do a dad joke and I'll be like, oh my God, really?
Yeah. But I also love dad jokes because I know Joelle doesn't, but I know she might not laugh at the punchline, but she'll react at the punchline.
Yeah.
She'll be like, oh, that is so bad.
Yeah.
Or shocked that there could be a punchline that bad.
And
And that's part of the reason why I choose certain jokes, is to get not a laugh out of her, but
An
like
expression.
an expression, a reaction.
Because my expressions are like completely natural. I'm very expressive, even you probably can see in this conversation. But like, for example, we had a sick child at home last term or a few weeks ago. And even just writing emails, he was obviously watching me and he's like, Mummy, what's so funny? And obviously I was writing something funny in the email and he's like, what's going on? Like, and then he'd ask again. And he's like, I could just see it on your face. So yeah, it's cute. Mike's trying to read.
Chuck.
Mike wasn't really listening to what I was saying at all. Then he was
Standard.
reading.
Chuck's has said I'm a 14-year-old in a 41-year-old's body,
That
which
would-
is, yeah.
No, but then sometimes he's like
I
a...
don't feel like a 14-year-old
No,
when I
but
wake up in the
sometimes
morning.
you're a 60-year-old. Like, your sense of humour is like an old boy sense of humour sometimes, eh?
A lot of my clients at the gym when I was a personal trainer, all kind of like near touching boomer age, or like 55, 60. And I really bonded with those guys. Our humour was all pretty similar.
Yeah.
Hence a lot of the jokes. I'll play to them. I'll go to my dad's house, load it up with jokes, and I'll go and play them to him because he's 70. A lot of our demographic of subscribers on YouTube, 55 and older, male, which is... So if my dad laughs at a joke, then hopefully you guys will
Everyone
laugh at
else
the joke
will.
too.
Someone just very much complimented us that we look younger than 40, and how long have we been together and married? We've been together for
Forever.
19 years
Yeah, told you.
and married for...
Happily married for 2, 3.
You're a dick. Oh, no, I don't swear. We got married in 2012, so what is that? I said 13 years married this year. We've been married for 12 years. I can't do math. Anyway, have we been to a comedy show? We love going to comedy shows. What was the name of the woman we just went to earlier this year in Tauranga?
Sarah Milliken.
Sarah Milliken, and the next big comedy show is in January, and it is Here's the Light.
July. No.
Oh, it's one in
before that,
July.
we've got July. Anthony Rudere in July is coming to Auckland, which his jokes, his clips are so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. And he's actually one of the comedians that's kind of worked with us. He collabs on Instagram with us, shares all our stuff, comments on all the comments on our videos. So yeah, he's a good man.
Who's the guy that I was trying to explain? He's English. He's actually also a very wise man as well. Wow, Fred, thank you so much. Yes, Mike is alive.
Oh yeah, that's probably a talking point. So we did a joke, and often our jokes of like, if I've insulted Joe or like teased her a bit much, I'll put a little clip on of her like digging a grave in our backyard. And but one time I'd seen other couple comedy creators, they like make a obituary, is that what they're called?
Yeah, like the front of your
May he
funeral.
rest in peace, like the front. So
Funeral
instead of
pamphlet.
doing the grave ending, I made one of those and put it on the end of one of our videos. And unfortunately, like 3 or 4% of the people watching thought I'd passed away. Joe got so many condolences messages.
And I still get them,
people were
like
so
they'll even
sad.
comment on like my content. So I have my own platform, which is motivational and inspirational. That's what I do as a health coach, and I'll get people being like, you are doing so well dealing with your husband's death. I'm like, oh my goodness, I would not be posting like this in such a joyous mood. He was...
Yeah, I didn't really understand why a lot of people thought I died but from that video, but I'm glad I'm still alive. And
Yeah.
I'm glad, and I changed all the titles to go, I'm actually still alive, don't worry.
Yeah.
So I felt bad.
He's very much alive.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, I don't know whether it's people trying to be funny, but we are Kiwis, not Australian. And I don't think I actually feel, you know, that whole like Aussie Kiwi thing and the sheep shagger thing, I don't find it funny anymore.
Jimmy Carr, Andrew Hill's just
That's
Jimmy
it.
Carr. That's
Thank
the
you.
one.
Hey, obviously my laugh was very like on point. Yeah, I can't wait to go and see Jimmy Carr. Be awesome. Thank you, JF. Epic.
Oh, epic. Thank you so
Someone
much.
else said hi from Malaysia. Yes, we have heard of Malaysia. I have not been to Malaysia though.
Someone mentioned a little bit earlier that we've got more viewers than CNN, 970 or 85,000 subscribers, which is amazing. If you're on here and you're not subscribed, I never ask people to subscribe. I find it really awkward, but we're getting so close to 1 million, which is like a dream come true.
That would help.
So if you're not subscribed, just please
Thank
do
you.
so.
Please do. Dave just asked a very relevant question. Where are the kids right now? They're at school. So in New Zealand, it is Friday. It is 12:39 p.m, so lunchtime. They are at school until 3 o'clock this afternoon. So this is our work day, or our lunch break, I guess. So yeah.
We just filmed a couple of skit videos, so not jokes, but skits, and then Joe filmed a
Collab, was
yeah,
it?
call it like a sponsorship post.
Some of my work. Someone just asked if we've ever been to Birmingham. Yes, we have. I lived in the UK in 2003, and I lived very close to Birmingham. And then, did you go to Birmingham? We lived in the UK again in 08, 09 as well. I don't know if you ever did. Mike's reading. He's not listening to
John
me.
said he subscribed after the first joke, so yeah.
Oh, thank you. Epic.
Catches my attention. Thank you, dude.
You see, wasn't listening. Standard.
I really struggle doing a few things at one time.
Multitasking.
Focus in. At least when I focus on one thing, I can stay on that one thing. Joe will often walk down the house to do one thing and then see a pillow that needs straightening and then go into the laundry and then remember that she hasn't texted someone and then...
I'm sure
Goes right
there
back
are
to that
many
very
women
first thing
who are
again.
listening to this can very much relate because, oh my gosh. If you're so mum, 2 children, husband, business, rugby manager. I take my job very seriously. I manage the Year 3 White Whangamata Junior Rugby Club team.
Yeah, she's a very serious manager.
We have so much fun. We've got a big game in Thames tomorrow. We live in a very, very small town and we play, it's like rural sports. You travel rural. I said that really weird. Rural? How do you say rural?
I'll leave you to
Anyway,
it.
you travel an hour to play a game on the weekend or a couple of hours sometimes on windy roads. So it's fun. Both boys play. So we split off and go different directions on Saturdays.
Matt just asked, what's a kiwi?
It's our native bird. And
Here in New Zealand.
And you said that really? New Zealand.
Oh, New
New
Zealand.
Anyway, it's our native bird, and so that is what we are known as. Aren't Australians known as the wallaby, which is not their native bird, it's like a kangaroo. I don't actually, did you learn in Australia what the difference between a wallaby and a kangaroo
Yeah,
is?
the wallabies were the little ones, weren't they?
I don't know, they kind of look really, really similar to me, to be honest.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, you found us on Facebook. Awesome. Our Facebook's actually going really well at the moment. That's our biggest following. But YouTube is the holy grail for any content creator, and we're so grateful for all of you that are watching that have subscribed. It's
Yeah, it's
dream
great.
come true. Making my wife laugh as a job, it's...
Well, John's worried that if
literally
I
the
become
dream.
immune to your sense of humour, what will happen then? It's been 19 years. It's only been 3 years that the world has seen it. And my girlfriends, when we first started posting the videos, they were like, how do you still live with him? I was like, well, clearly, he's all right.
Any husband that's watching this, you understand that you have to pick your moments. You know, if you want to go play golf, or you want to go fishing, or a
Oh, he
boys'
sets
weekend.
it out big time.
Or, you do some vacuuming you might not have done otherwise, or, the extra kind, maybe a few
Actually,
extra cuddles.
Our brother-in-law was here. He's a Sparky, putting some lights up. And what did he ask you where the vacuum was or something?
Yeah.
What was it?
He's like, oh, where's your vacuum cleaner? And I was like, oh, it's in the garage. I'll get it. I'll do it. And he goes, yeah, that's what I was angling for.
But anyway, there was another question, and now I've completely forgotten what it was. My words. I was trying to read and talk to you at the same time. It is hard work. You get better.
That could be a good idea, eh?
And Jack's just asked a really good question. Why is Joelle the one that jumps off tall buildings in wild rides?
Because someone has to film it.
He's always
I'm the
said
camera guy. Although we just went to...
He's a bit of a pussy.
we just went to theme parks in the Gold Coast of Australia. And it's quite funny. I don't mind roller coasters. I went on all the fast roller coasters, upside down, back to front. I know it's kind of felt connected, safe, going forwards, all of that. But we also did some dangling ones where you just go up on these.
Drop.
I didn't like them as much, even though
Actually,
our kids were fine on those, but wouldn't go near the roller coasters.
Went on this. So there's a water park, and we went on this big tubes which were really high, and the idea was you had to lift your bottom up, so you're not connected. The guys at the top are in harnesses, and you go down. I said to him, I felt like I was going to fall out the front. I did fall out the front at the end of the ride. They came running over to help me. I was like, that's what I felt like the whole time. So I was very fortunate, I think, not to like fall out and drop right down. But anyway.
Someone just gave us
talking. You can't tell me to do something and stop talking.
I think someone gave us a super chat, $5 before, but we missed it.
Oh.
How do we go back and see who it was?
What does that mean? No, that's too hard, babe.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Kerry.
Thank you.
Oh, we're just reading.
Comedy. Oh.
Thank you so much, Kerry.
There was a really good question, which was you swiped away from. I got it. Can you tell? Who wears the pants? Oh, funny. In New Zealand, so I know in the UK, pants are underwear. In New Zealand, trousers are pants.
I just let Joelle wear the pants until I don't want to anymore.
It's probably true. Sometimes
Just
that's when he gets that
chirp, and then finally, maybe at the odd time, I'm like, I'm a little bit annoyed, or like, I'll just speak up.
When Mike gets like cross, or when he gets like angry, like, whew, the boys listen, eh?
Yeah, I guess if you're not always background noise, and then you do have a point of view, you get listened to a bit more than just all the time.
No more questions? No, it's just lovely comments. Thank you. Hi.
What's your handicap? Let's talk golf.
No. And all the viewer numbers drop right down.
I was on a +2 before I met Joelle.
Sorry.
So a very decent golfer, trying to go pro, met Joelle. She distracted me. And now I'm on a 4 or 5 handicap, depending on the day. And yesterday I had one of the worst rounds of my life. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I'm addicted. Watch golf non-stop on TV. Go and play, come home, watch it on TV. YouTube golf's awesome at the moment. Watch a few of those guys. So, enough about golf. Everyone will leave.
Do we ever argue? See? Not really. We do. We don't agree on everything. Are you just being quiet to like...
See, if sometimes it's just better not to speak.
Oh my
It's
God.
like husband tip 101. Speak up when you really need to, otherwise just like...
He is my husband. Someone just asked. Someone also asked, do I proof the videos before posting?
Yes.
Okay. I proof them. Not really.
So most of the
Sometimes
time show you.
He'll show me. I think if he thinks I'm not I might not like how
Yeah.
I've looked, or there's something weird, but it's, yeah. You just post, really.
Some of
Not
them I'm
proof
like, yeah,
them.
that's exactly right. If I've filmed a video and I'm editing, I'm like, I wonder if she'll actually like this one being out there for millions to see. I'll run it past her.
Because some of them I'm like, when he'll show me, I'll be like, oh, I look yuck. Like, what am I doing? And then but it's like, it's real. I'm like, that's what we're about. I was like, go for it. Like,
Charlie G, thank you so much for the donation. And
how many vids a week do you post?
I have a minimum standard that I just try and stick to, and I make sure that I'm posting one video per day minimum. It normally ends up at about 10, so 7 shorts or reels or TikToks, whatever you call the vertical video, and then 3-ish horizontal videos that are kind of like longer jokes.
Yeah.
Cousin Fred.
He's been awesome. Thank you. Very much.
Cousin Fred, we can talk golf as long as you want, mate. But everyone else, there was about 5 comments that were like, boring.
Yeah. Me too. Gloria, hi. Thank you. It's always nice to hear from a beautiful woman. She gave me very lovely compliments. Thank you very much. They speak Spanish. Does it sound that foreign, our accent?
Maybe.
We speak very fast.
Yeah, especially Joelle.
It's not so much fast, it's a lot. Imagine what my word count would be at the end of the day. Oh, that's a question for me.
Thank you so much, Joseph Smith. Appreciate that, dude. So
our sons are Rocco and Brax. If we had a daughter, what would we name her? So we didn't know the sex of our children before they were born. It was going to be Isabella. It was going to be our girl.
Izzy. Or Bells. Or Bella.
Yeah. Probably Izzy,
Kinda
because
like
our
them all.
boys' names are like Rocco, Brax, like short, sharp. You have to give the middle name when you really want them to listen. Hey, he's not listening.
Gord Kerr's asking me about the PGA golf tournament that was on. Ryan Fox, our New Zealand, actually a friend of mine from my old golfing days. He won the week before, so I was watching the PGA and he was like leading the first round for a while. But yeah, I watched too much golf, so we should probably stop talking about it.
Foxy's cool. He's great. I have great fun with Ryan Fox, but normally it's when we're having a few red wines.
Melanie, thank you so much. I love feeling pretty and looking pretty, so appreciate that. What? She's talking to me.
Yeah. Do we think Aussies sound funny? Not really. Just when you say dance.
Did the kids think they sound funny?
Oh. No, that was the first time for the boys in Australia. They've been to Pacific Islands a couple of times, but that's what they said. They were like, it's no different. They just sound like us. So they didn't notice, did they? Do you remember that? At the airport, Rocco said that. I noticed it. Actually, they did notice it. We met up with Rocco's best friend. This was beautiful. Rocco's best friend moved to Australia last year, and we surprised him and gave him the biggest. It's the most beautiful video. He jumped out hiding from somewhere, and then we Jossie recognised him and gave him the biggest hug. But his little brother's very much got a full Australian accent after only a year.
Charlie G, mate, we just need to sit down and talk golf. Thank you so much, dude. That is so awesome. I lost so many golf balls yesterday that your donations are very much needed.
Don't worry, I was at home working. Do we think Americans sound funny? No, I don't think accents are funny.
We
It's
have
just
a lot of American TV growing up and on now, I guess, and here in New Zealand. So
and friends, like
some of our best friends.
There's a lot of Americans actually that live in our little town, which I don't know why, but yeah, they're most of the ones they're not different. The girlfriends are all from California.
Someone asked the comedians. I use a lot of funny British comedians. Yep, do. American comedians. Yep. New Zealand comedians. Yes, I used quite a few, and I'd love to use more and more and more. It's just about getting clips that the audio is really crisp and good. So if someone's social media, like an up-and-coming comedian's social media, sometimes they're using clips from little stand-up bars and the audio is not very crisp, so it doesn't really work. But yeah, I'd love to help them out, push them, tag them in all the posts and get their word out there.
Robert Williams, do you ever do stand-up?
I would love to. It scares the thought of it. So yes, I do want to do that. And I will do it one day.
Whereas I'm going to be a keynote speaker,
Yeah.
eh?
Thank you so much, Peter Ortiz from North Dakota. Do you, Mike, be in charge once in a while? No. It's easier just to let her run the ship.
Runs very smoothly.
Speak up when I need to. When I really need to.
Two questions
yes.
around what's our favourite music and what's our favourite movie.
Music. Happy Gilmore's been my favourite movie forever.
I love 90s hip hop and R&B. Music, movie. Yeah, you love it. Mike's a big fan of Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I really
Back in the
not.
day, just from the last 20 years. But yeah, Happy Gilmore. I'm pretty pumped about the new Happy Gilmore movie coming out at the
that
end of
will
the
be
year.
cool.
Should be exciting.
Movie. I don't actually do I have a favourite movie? Just if I just go to the rom-com category. Standard.
What is it? Holiday?
Oh, The Holiday. It is. Jude Law.
I just watched that with Joelle about 2 months ago for some brownie points.
I've watched it so many times. Oh my goodness. I'm a big fan of Kate Winslet too.
Reading.
Oh, what did we get each other for our last anniversary?
Didn't I go to that favourite shop of yours, Contain down the road? Did I?
I got him like next to nothing. Because we don't normally do presents. Do you remember?
We always do presents. Well, I always give you presents, but we're still waiting.
No, so I do like I'm quite a homemade, like I make little cards. There's like notes left on things, don't you think? And can you just listen?
Yeah, I'm
Excuse
listening.
me. He's concentrating. No, but I do. You know what I mean? Little notes that so I think I probably made something.
Wasn't very memorable.
Clearly. How do we get so many subscribers? I don't know. You tell us. We just are ourselves.
We post every day, and there's something about Joelle's expressions that just lovable nature, and hopefully some decent jokes that I pick, and decent skits that we do that people have just enjoyed, I guess. And yeah, we started in lockdown at the end of 2022. Auckland was still and New Zealand was in a real heavy lockdown on like what seemed forever, but it was like 12 weeks leading into Christmas at the end of 2022, and we were creating content for our gym, trying to do humorous fitness stuff. It was working all right, but then one day I just literally played an audio that teased Joelle, talking about how she's going to turn it out like her mother, and that she already kind of was, and she cracked up laughing. And that post got 100,000 views in a couple of days on Instagram. And yeah, that was better than the 3,000 to 5,000 we were getting the fitness stuff. I left it for about a month, then I did another one, and that got 3 million views. And then I was just like, okay, this is cool, this is fun. And did it as a hobby for a couple of years.
Yeah, you've got right into it. Alan just said that he's got a wife that also likes to spend money and find bargains, I think it was. Very true.
Makes money shopping.
The store that Mike just mentioned, it's a local store containing, we have no affiliation, but I love it, it's local. If I buy something until midnight tonight for $250, I get $50 off.
So she made
I haven't been yet, still got to go.
No, you don't.
Still got.
You really don't.
It'll be open till 5? Yeah.
Or like they got $200 to spend, and then they go buy something that's 50% off, so it's only 100. So then they can go and buy something else with that other 100 that they saved. So I still spend 200.
I've just read a question while you were talking, and I was hearing you saying that. Do we do a lot of hiking? I love hiking. We haven't been hiking recently, but we do love it. And
not proper. We haven't done like proper hiking.
No, I'm due to do one at the end of just after Mikey's birthday, the Marlborough Sounds. So that'll be awesome. Someone also asked, do we have any hobbies like collecting coins or cards or things? We don't really collect, not on that kind of, we're not really artsy, we're very sporty people.
Outdoors. Joe collects shoes actually.
Clothes.
She collects clothes.
Definitely collect clothes. And different like wellness products, like powders. I try like different collagen and find one that works for me, and then I'm like, oh,
there's all sorts of
potions
in our pantry.
Yeah, but like I throw them out if they don't work. That's a good, Kerry. That's very true. Kerry has just said, Mike, do you time your bits, meaning time your filming to the activity that Joe is doing? Yes, he does, because if I'm busy doing something, I am more likely to be just in the moment doing what I'm doing and giving a genuine reaction, whereas if he was to film me on purpose, does that make sense? Like, set me up.
If Joe was standing in front of a blank wall, and I said, I'm going to play a joke to you, and played the joke to her, it would be like awkward. It would be so awkward.
Like, imagine if it was you, like put yourself in the situation of being told to stand in front of a blank wall and laugh at this joke.
And even we tried like a year ago, Joe playing a joke to me, and I just felt so awkward. It was horrendous. We just deleted it. Because if you think about it, like, and put yourself in Joelle's shoes when there's an audio playing, and you know that 1 million people might watch. It's kind of awkward. So if she's busy doing something, it's a couple of things that go into that and why we do it as well. It's not just Joe feeling more natural, but it adds something to the video. So people are not only reading the captions, watching Joe's expressions, but they're kind of like, what is she up to? Why is she cleaning like that? What sort of vacuum? Like the things that you guys see in the videos it was amazing. Oh, she's got new pillows, or there's green pillows here. I wonder where that couch came from. All that sort of stuff.
I move stuff
like interest factor.
But I do.
The videos.
I like to change things. It's become a really good excuse for me to get used to.
Props.
Alan said his wardrobe is no longer his anymore. If we showed you our wardrobe, Mike has a little.
I got a little portion, and it's actually now it's got like a mirror in front of it.
You don't really have much room.
Nah. I got some drawers, so yeah, I'm quite grateful for those.
Oh, there was a question, and I've now forgotten what it was. But there was another one about bugs and stuff in New Zealand. There's nothing dangerous here. Not
like what we just saw, we didn't actually see, but we went to the Currumbin Wildlife Zoo in Currumbin, Gold Coast,
Sanctuary, yeah,
Australia, and yeah, they had snakes and spiders and. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of spiders because I guess in New Zealand they're only like that big, but over there when they're the size of your phone.
Although people like that come to New Zealand, like we have a spider called, like we call it a daddy long legs. I don't know what the real name is, but we used to have an Airbnb at our property in Auckland, and guests, particularly from the Asian countries, were petrified of them. Like they're everywhere here, and they're not. Like obviously you can't just stop them from coming inside. They were very scared of them. And New Zealand sandflies are horrible.
Yes,
they bite you and they don't hurt, they're just itchy.
Yeah, they just annoy you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on like the sand dunes and it's kind of like a humid day. They can be quite annoying.
Mike's reading. I was like waiting for you to answer. We have been to the US briefly. I've been twice, but to the same location. I've been to LA and Vegas a long time ago.
Randy, I definitely have a little helper whilst driving, and that's the reason why that video is so authentic and funny, because it might have, were you wearing this or is this new?
This is a new version of the denim shirt.
Oh, so
it's not
new.
the exact one. And it's
How
very
old is it?
relatable,
Yesterday?
that audio. We'll just keep going here.
Did you play
the
this
audio,
yesterday?
no I didn't, not
Just
yesterday.
before we went on this live, the courier rocked up with 2 packages and they are closed. 100% they are closed.
No, I think one is underwear, which is essential. You can't buy undies in this town. That's how small the town is that we live. So you have to buy everything online.
Get some from the $2 shop.
Could you? Oh yeah, they're those. They're massive. Like Nana, like well, my Nana, bless her, rest in peace, would wear.
Gary, good question. How long is this live going to be? Unfortunately, we do have to go now.
Did you want us to just wrap it up? My point before was about to say there's a guy at the gym. I walked in one day and we hadn't actually met, and he saw me and he's like, "You're the little helper." He's like, "I have one of those at home too." I think that's why that video is so popular, because it is so relatable. There's many, many beautiful little helpers, and we are so helpful, ladies. Keep
Except for
on
when
being
you're
helpful.
like in charge of the maps when there's been a little helper driving.
You should have turned
talk, like, oh, where's the
back
next
there.
exit, babe? Oh no, it was 2 Ks ago. So I looked after the maps whilst we were in the Gold Coast.
Yeah, I just left it to it. I just was a
good.
princess passenger. It was awesome. But you're not really with kids in the car because there's, throwing stuff over the back. And Mikey has always worn a hat. I think Chris may have asked that. He's a hat dude. Always has
Like my
been.
hats.
Yeah. Anyway, we should get back to work.
Thank you so much for watching and subscribing if you haven't yet. We're so close to 1 million. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
If you need a keynote speaker, Joelle's just signing up to be a keynote speaker. So you can
I just got
have a
approached by
speak at a
an agency
conference.
this week, and
she'll fly anywhere in the world.
have been asked to do some keynote
I'll
speaking,
carry
which
the
I'm
bags
pretty
and
pumped
film.
about. Steve, www.mikeandjoelle.com. You will find merchandise there. That was a question. So yeah, thank you, Robert. Get us to 1 million. That would be amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Mwah. Have a wonderful day. Let me try and find the button to end this.